One, two, and three. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Andy Matrix. Happy Saturday. I'm here with Dash Attack, and we are actually waiting for Dante to come into the chat. So we're gonna wait for him. But in the meantime, we got a few topics to cover for you. Hold on, wait. We got a few. We have a few really cool topics to cover while we wait for Dante. So you know, Dash Attack. What is up, buddy?
Hey,
Anything new,
how's it
bro?
going? Oh, I'm
Yeah,
good.
man. So yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah, nothing really much. I don't know. I've just been getting a lot of engagement on Twitter, positive engagement.
Yeah, that's what's going on with the Twitter Blue. I got out of Twitter Blue because honestly, I didn't see that it was like helping me. Like I thought it would help you like get more reach on Twitter, and that's not exactly what's happening for me. So I just say,
Mm,
you know what, screw it. I'm just gonna get out of it. Like,
yeah.
how's it going with Twitter Blue? Like, is that helpful at all?
Well, the editing feature is fine, I guess. Like so's like longer tweets. I don't really the algorithm changes. I'm not really like seeing like too much of like if that's like in effect.
That's kind of what I was hoping for. Like I wanted more reach, but that's not what's happening. It just seems like regular lady out. It doesn't really help you with the algorithm.
Oh,
But hey, hmm
yeah, you know what's happening
yep.
right now? There's all the people salty that the celebrities lost their blue checks. They're now like blocking anyone with a blue check mark. That hashtag
The
block the blue
celebrities are
checks.
blocking.
No,
Oh
normies.
wow.
Yeah, as like
Oh
wokies.
normies.
Yeah, wokies mostly like
Uh
Twitter zombies.
I mean, who cares about them?
Yeah, I know.
It's like it always amazes me. It always amazes me that like when something like this happens, they always take the initiative to try to like do something to piss off the opposing people. But honestly, like me, what I've always done, I was just happy to walk away. Otaku the Great say, "What's good, everybody?" Yeah, we're about to fill you guys in on some stuff, man.
Hey, how's it going,
What's up,
Otaku?
Otaku the Great? Yeah, so yeah, I heard the story about Twitter Blue, and yes, it's just them. It's the wokies going at it. But I want to talk about Mega Man. Mega
Oh
Man Battle
yeah,
Network. I still haven't bought the game. I still haven't bought the game because I just been busy doing other stuff. I'm trying to get back into drawing. I want to draw again. I want to
yeah. I
I want to start
streamed.
an art YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Hmm
Oh yeah, like I get it. Like you're busy, but I did play a little bit. I think the Battle Network games are well. The first one, like I haven't played them all yet, but I like it. I like the RPG stuff. I like the strategy.
Yeah, the Mega Man collection. It was one of those because Mega Man was huge back in the day with Kids WB, Mega Man Battle Network. It was
I
very
I
different.
used to
You know,
watch
it,
that.
it
Like before I even played any Mega Man games, I used to watch Battle NT Warrior.
oh, yeah, it was very popular back then. And then when the games came out, for the Nintendo DS and well, it was for the Nintendo Game Boy Advance, and then the DS, right? And it was very popular. Like the Mega Man series have always been popular. The Battle Network series, where Mega Man's in the internet. But I want to share this story. Let me share the screen here. Where's Share the screen here? Can you see it? Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, right. So here, Video Games Chronicles says Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection has a disclaimer about insensitive cultural depictions, right? And I guess believe it was the second game in particular, says quote unquote contains racist stereotypes and happiness, which
Okay, so
have been
like
kept
the
in the
label is there
release.
because of the second game. Like like when this like was first happening, like people were wondering what. I know that there's something like where a black guy thanks God for his chicken, but I don't know if that is that in the second game. Yeah, because that seems to be like the only one people are pointing out that like might be it. But even then, that's just like one like you know for, like that's just one instance, and it probably even wasn't even intentional.
Yeah, there was another one. It was about Tomahawk Man, the Native American looking
Yeah,
one.
but apparent
Yeah,
Tomahawk Man's in the actual like Mega Man games. Like he's in, I think Mega Man the like he should be in the other Mega Man collections.
right, but the one of the things that they said was controversial that Tomahawk Man said something about women, and it just you know, I guess that was one of the things that was part
Controversial.
of the sensitive, well, the sensitive topic that they were talking
Well,
about.
the thing
So here's
is,
a
like,
disclaimer right here.
well,
Hmm.
and the disclaimer is different in Japanese, right?
Yeah, I mean, oh, of course it is.
Well, yeah, the Capcom values diversity is not included in the Japanese version. That was just something the localization just added to the
No,
message.
yeah,
But
and
both
I said that in
versions
one of my
have
videos.
the disclaimer.
Yeah,
You
and
know,
that's what I said in my video because I mean I was assuming the Japanese version was obviously it's probably not going to have the same disclaimer. This is something specifically for the American audience because they do have a lot of these companies, Capcom, Sony, and all these Japanese companies. Whenever they make a product for America, they do have an American consultant telling them, "Hey, maybe you should change this." That's what happened to Final Fantasy VII remake with Tifa and all the other stuff, right? They do have a consultant that helps them make quote unquote decisions. That's why they had this disclaimer here. But yeah, so Otaku the Great says I'm black and love chicken, so it is the truth. I mean, but I mean, you know what? Something a little bit off topic here. You know how people say, "Oh, well, black people like chicken." I mean, that's kind of like a dish that's known worldwide, like Latino. If you're like a Spanish person, like chicken is part of
I'm
your main
Irish and I
dish for
like
dinner.
potatoes.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I
So I
really
never understood
I
that.
love mashed potatoes are like my favorite. And that's an Irish stereotype, with the potatoes, potato famine.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
But
I know the
with
history.
me it's 100% true. What isn't true about me is I don't drink that much.
Oh, yeah. Like Irish are known for being like heavy drinkers, right? Like the
Yeah.
Vikings, kind of. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, like, well,
So
it's
yeah.
just yeah, that's just a negative Irish stereotype, but it's one that like even the Irish like, propagate. So it's like I mean, like there's songs like the Family Guy, Drunken Irish Dad.
Yeah.
What's funny that's actually a parody of an actual Irish song that the Family Guy would just change the lyrics.
Oh man. What's his name? Genetic Kaiser in the comments in the chat says, "Oh, he's Irish. Wait, hold, where is it? No, he says, so will he be renamed Incel Man? I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised to see a meme on Twitter like with
And
the
so, man,
the crazy people naming Mega Man Incel Man or something like that. I don't know.
yeah,
That's
so
that seems very possible. One line here that really that I want to read out. It says the disclaimer is similar to others used by Disney, which often displays them before older movies and cartoons on Disney Plus, and Warner Bros, which includes them before home media release.
well,
Obvious old Looney Tunes cartoons.
actually, I do want to say Warner Brothers. Okay, so there are actually some racist like stuff in like old Looney Tunes like things. Like there's like actual like there's substance there. Whereas like Disney has been like putting these disclaimers on even shows like Recess for like negative for almost like condemning the content. And this doesn't go that far,
Oh,
but
really?
like it's Oh yeah, really. Here I can Well, I'll pull it up and
Wasn't
I'll.
Recess on Nickelodeon?
Recess was a Disney. Recess was Disney.
Ah, I thought it was
Recess.
Nickelodeon.
Okay.
Oh, could have swore it
Well,
was
yeah,
Nickelodeon.
they have.
Um,
Yeah.
you got you got the link, the website.
Um. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. I got it. I'm going to show you. Oh,
Go
sorry.
ahead and
I just
share it,
got it.
bud.
Yeah. Okay. Share. Mm.
Oh, Dante. By the way, Dante says I'll be a few minutes late, setting up now.
Oh. Oh. That's good. That's
So I
good.
guess he'll be in. Dash it. Oh, here we go. All
Yeah.
right.
So this is the
So it's
Disney
hard to
Plus
see. Let
one.
me see.
This program includes negative
Oh, okay.
depictions
Yeah.
and/or mistreatment of people of cultures. These stereotypes were wrong then and wrong now. Rather than remove this content, we want to acknowledge its harmful impact, learn from it, and spark conversations to create a more inclusive future together. Disney is committed to creating stories with inspirational and aspirational themes that reflect the rich diversity of the human experience around the globe. To learn more about how stories have impacted society, visit www.disney/storiesmatter.com. Your video will start in 10 seconds.
Nice.
Yeah, so like
Yeah.
Disney has
I've
the
actually.
absolute worst, most condescending content warning. There absolutely is. And meanwhile, on HBO Max, I watched I watched the Scooby Doo episode where they got chased by a Native American ghost, like one of the older Scooby, and it had no content warning on that whatsoever. That episode could not be made today, but they had no content warning on
Yeah.
it. But so it's like,
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I opted out of Disney Plus. They just
well, yeah, it's like,
I thought it was
like you're gonna
ridiculous.
shame me for wanting to enjoy like Dumbo. Dumbo especially is like one of my like favorites, and so like I don't want that condescending shit. And actually, I've said this in one of my older videos. The crows, even though like, yeah, like, one of them's named Jim, and I don't know like if that was appropriate, but like, the crows themselves as characters are like, they're like the heroes of the movie.
Hold on. So there was like the crows were controversial. I don't get that.
Well, okay, so they were voiced by black people, and one of them's name's Jim.
Okay.
Jim. So his full name is Jim Crow.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, that's I mean, uh
Yeah, I know.
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah.
They should not have
Hmm.
been named Jim.
That Jim No,
Yeah.
something's wrong with my avatar, guys. Hold on a second. Give me just one moment, guys. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, just something was wrong with my avatar.
Yeah.
Just
So
trying to
like,
fix it. Anyways,
but
we could
the
continue
thing
on.
is like, but then they started putting it on like even like stuff like Recess, probably because of the kindergartners. And go, how they wear like tribal makeup.
Yeah.
Like someone said that's the reason why they put it on Recess. I mean, Recess was a diverse show. So like I'm really pissed. It was a great show.
What
Also, I
about
love the characters. Oh yeah, go ahead, Dante. I mean Andy.
No, Dante's not here yet.
Yeah.
I know,
I
so
got
I'm just trying to fix this problem I'm having over here. In my avatar.
Oh, hey,
Acting retarded.
Jen Sick Kaiser says recess the show with the bunch of punk kids and that fat effeminate boy. How did that not get praised as progressive? That's what I'm saying. Like it was super like diverse. It had tons of characters, like tons of kids. Hey, Rico 4975 says Hey, Yardrick, good warrior, no saber in hand. Hey, Yardrick, good warrior, no saber
Yo.
in hand. Crush bones with folk to the
mm,
bitter end.
mm, mm,
Yeah, a lot of love for Recess in the chat. I'm loving it.
mm.
All right, so yeah, as
Can you hear
far
me?
as Mega Man, the Mega Man disclaimer, like, yeah, it's lame. Like some of the wording on the disclaimer is lame, but it's better than censorship. At
Yeah, I mean,
least,
because that's
but
one thing.
it's still worth criticizing. But it is at least better than like censorship is like way worse.
That's one thing I'm glad. Like they did not censor the game. Like I'm surprised. You know, I'm
Well,
surprised they didn't censor the
well,
game.
the Mega Man people would have been mad. I mean, believe it or not, like like this is a re-release. Like, look, like it's no secret. Like Capcom, especially, has been like like both branches of Capcom have been kind of going like in this like
Mm.
woke direction. I don't know. Maybe they think it's profitable. I don't know. I personally just think like the whole fad is kind of like fading. Like you already see bits of it like starting to crumble. And so I guess like a lot of these Japanese companies, they're kind of slow. They're really not reading the situation here in the United States very well. What's
Yeah, I
going on?
mean that's always been something. Japan has always been a little behind as to what's happening in America. Hold on. Jesus Christ. Let me. I'm gonna remove myself from the chat. Can you continue just for like a few minutes?
Okay. Oh wow, I got the whole show to myself. All right. What's up, everyone? So yeah. So let's see if I can find some other stories. What's else on bounding into comics?
Hello.
Yeah, Disney
Okay, I
replacing
am back again. Can you hear me?
Disney is replacing
Hello.
Kaiwa Machado as David in live action Lilo and Stitch remake due to his past use
Dante's
of.
What?
here.
What's up, guys?
Oh, hey, no, hey, it looks like the live action Lilo and Stitch actor got canceled.
Yeah, I saw because apparently he liked some things on his Spotify playlist that was kind of racial, something like that.
Yeah, I'd have to dig into this.
That's what I was told. I don't know how true it is. By the way, Otaku the Great wants to get a I don't know how to do it, but he was requesting a hold on, Otaku. Let me see. Where did Andy go? But Taco the Great wants to be a special guest one day. Hopefully, we can make that work. But I guess we'll see where Andy is first.
Yeah, Andy's doing something. I don't really know what.
Oh, let's see the chat. It says, hey, Kaiser. Yes, I was supposed to be here last week, but I was on vacation in the sunshine state of Florida where they took care of your boy. It was a great time.
Oh yeah, great. Did you go to Universal?
Oh hell yeah! I went there specifically to go to Universal. I went.
You lucky bastard! Oh
Yeah,
my god.
the Hogwarts stuff is freaking awesome. Listen, I don't care how much hate Harry Potter stuff gets, but I
I
never
don't give a
ever
shit
get.
at all.
Yeah, I don't care. Hogwarts and Harry Potter stuff will never get old at Universal. So,
It's
guys,
a
if you've
classic.
never gone there, please go to the Harry Potter stuff at Universal. It is worth the wait.
I want to go. I want to see how they've upgraded the Jurassic Park area. With world stuff. I haven't been.
It's cool.
I haven't been to like. I haven't been to. I remember when they were building Hogwarts. I remember when they were building the castle. Like I saw it like while it was under construction. I don't know. This was like 2009, 2008.
Oh,
Hello?
dude, the Jurassic World in Universal is freaking phenomenal. It's the
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, I can. Welcome back, Andy.
All right, sorry. I don't know. My freaking avatar was acting up. What the heck? Anyways, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was talking about Harry Potter at Universal Studios. It was a great time. It was a great time.
So I'm so glad. Yeah.
Andy, would it be possible to have Otaku the Great as a guest one day? Because Otaku the Great wants to join in on one of our lives one day.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that'll be great. The only thing is, like, I just wish that more people would promote the show. That's the only thing. But yeah, he can come in.
Yeah. By the way, guys, it'd be great if you shared it. It'd be awesome as well.
Yeah,
You
share
guys are
the
free
link. If you're on Twitter right now, if you're on social media, take the link to just show it like, and tell your friends that, hey, come check out the show.
My friend Loki might be able to come next week.
Okay, cool. Of course, Andy been shot by the CIA cloned. Careful, guys. Andy's been shot. What did I miss?
I have a clone. I do have a clone. Sometimes I put him out there so that I can take a break. You know.
I wish I had a clone. But
I
we
gotta learn
tonight,
from these
boys?
celebrities. I learned from the celebrities.
Loud and clear. Yeah, guys, share the link. It'd be great if we could get more people on. I know you guys know how it goes. A lot of controversial topics don't really get a lot of love on YouTube. So the more we get to share this stuff around to get us out there, who can hear us, it'd be great for Andy, Dash, and I. We put a lot of work in these videos, man. So
Yeah, man, this is tiring. Like,
Yeah.
people think that being a YouTuber is easy. Like, oh yeah, you just upload videos all day. Man, this takes work.
Yeah, like I know I find ways to entertain you guys, and I love you guys. You guys are freaking great. You guys support me. You guys comment, and like my last video did marvelously well. I was surprised, honestly, but you guys are supporting me. You guys supporting Andy. You guys are supporting Dash, and if you can get Dash to 1,000, that'd be great too. And you guys are awesome. Thank you for supporting us so far.
Oh, yeah.
We wouldn't be here without you guys, but we do need more support so we can keep on growing our channel, so we can get us to
By the way,
heights.
I just want to put this out there. Recently, you guys know that YouTuber It's a Gundam?
Yeah, I heard about him. Yeah.
He recently made a video saying that he got banned from the YouTube Partner Program.
No way.
No
way. Oh yeah.
Why?
Hold on, I'll show you guys right now. Actually,
did this just happen?
Yeah, like literally, like today, he released a video. It's a Gundam. I'm gonna bring him up.
Hey, let's pull it up. Let's watch it.
I mean, I don't know how long it is. Oh, it's like it's 10 minutes.
Well, his videos are normally longer than that, so this is like.
Yeah, his videos could be like 20, 30 minutes. Hold on a second. Present, share screen, and audio. System share audio. Here we go.
Is Dash a reference? I was a brony, believe it or not. So my Dash is a reference to Rainbow Dash, and also Dash Attack is a common thing in video games.
So here it is, guys.
Yes.
Here's the video. It says, I was kicked from YouTube's partner program last month. F in chat, boys.
All right.
Yeah,
that kind of sucks.
You guys want to watch the video?
Yeah, let's see.
I love It's a Gundam.
We think of defining moments of YouTube that led to advertisers fleeing in terror from the platform. You think of Logan Paul's for us and PewDiePie's deaf to all joke. And of course, it's a Gundam posting a crackhead getting $50.
Hey man, look man, here you go. This is for you.
All right,
Don't buy no drugs.
All right. Oh my God, $50. Oh my God.
What the fuck?
Oh my God.
Boy, quickly.
That escalated quickly.
I like that meme.
I mean, that really got out of hand.
Fast.
You jumped up. Didn't it?
Toys removed last month. That's why members on the channel lost their memberships. Instead of pulling a DSP and screaming to the high heavens that this was an emergency, even though it was tax season, I kept uploading and doing my thing. Just nowhere near as hard as I used to before.
The thing about Rumble is it's a great app to use, a great source, but it's not as popular as YouTube. Like I post my stuff on Rumble as well. I'm talking to what's this guy? Rico, and it's great. It's not so great in terms of like monetary
Here's some numbers.
reasons, you know.
here are some numbers that Dante. So Rumble has, I think it has like 100 to 200 million visitors per month, and then Odyssey, which I also use, only has 50 million visitors per month.
Yeah, I'm also on
those platforms are nowhere near as popular as YouTube. YouTube gets billions of views, man. Worldwide.
Yeah, YouTube is just as popular as using like Google. If you Google stuff, sometimes Google will refer you to YouTube videos where you can find your answers. Yeah, it's exactly. So it's as much as I would love to use Rumble, and I do put myself on Rumble. I've had Rumbles for about a year now, and I haven't been monetized yet. So I can really imagine these other guys. So unless Rumble can kind of like deviate from the political stuff, I think they'd be a little better.
Yeah, the echo chamber effect.
They need more gamers. They need more like
they need more nerds.
Yeah, they need
more nerds. They need anime, manga, gaming.
I think the nerds make things popular, don't they? We always make things popular.
We make things popular for these guys, and political stuff is great, but it's also divisive. Very divisive. I could be, as I do consider myself slightly more conservative than anything else. I do understand stuff on like the left side too as well. I try to be as understanding as possible, but Rumble is clearly more conservative than anything else. So it's you're basically dividing the country and the world if you think about it. So.
Sometimes like the political stuff on Twitter, like I don't worry. I think I'm just gonna stop talking right there.
Yeah, like I try to stay away from the political stuff. Honestly, like I'll admit it. Like I do agree more with the conservative stuff, but
me too. Like I definitely I'd say I'm like kind of like a right leaning centrist.
Yeah, I do sometimes believe I'm a libertarian kind of like, but sometimes conservative be piquing my interests. But I do agree with.
I'm liberal like on other things, like I have tons of gay friends and stuff, and
me too.
Like, a lot of them are very cool. And a lot of them like kind of agree with all of us.
Friends. We're cool as hell. We go to the gym together. Like we were cool.
Oh, nice.
Like I just. Do you, as long as you're happy, you know what I'm saying? That's why, I feel as though Rumble won't work because of that, because it's clearly meant to be a counter to YouTube for more conservatives, and for monetary reasons, it probably won't work as well for us.
Yeah, do you guys remember? BitChute?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
nobody mentions BitChute anymore.
Right, exactly.
And there was another one called vid.me. It was supposed to compete with YouTube back in
Never
2000.
even heard of that one.
Me neither.
It went out of business. This is back in freaking 2014, 2015. VidMe went out of business because it couldn't monetize the website like YouTube.
Right.
And so it hit like YouTube is very cocky. They have no competitors. Like literally no competitors.
Well, I hear Rumble is gaining like some more traction. I hear people touting it all the time.
I do too, but it's like from other YouTubers though.
It's gonna take like another maybe 5-10 years for Rumble to get as much traffic as YouTube does, because YouTube is a beast, man. YouTube is a beast.
YouTube is a monster. And
I hope like when Susan like retired or got like left, that like things would pick up. I mean, like I'm nearly there, you guys. I'm like nearly there.
Yeah, you'll get there. Don't worry. By the end of the year, you should be able to get.
Oh, absolutely. I knew I definitely know it's going to happen this year. It's just like
I'm
trying to get to 5,000.
Yeah, I'll be happy at 2,000 at this point. The thing about our channels, it's like we do what like Yellow Flash and these guys, other guys do, but we do it from like a anime, manga, Japan.
I try to keep it low, man.
I try to. Yeah, me too.
Like the thing is, I don't want to be as like hard as Flash is. Like I want to be fun.
Yeah, I mean, I try. It just I think it's just tough nowadays. It's just tough. But
I remember I was talking to one of my friends, one of my otaku friends. He I think this was during Christmas last year. So I went to his house This is before I moved out of the state. I went to his house. We were sitting there, and then we were watching. You guys know Team 4-Star?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Team
Okay, we
Fortress
were
Dragon
watching.
Ball.
Yeah, we were watching Team 4-Star, one of their like abridged series. It was like Goku, like Dragon Ball Z, the Tree of Might, right? But it was a Christmas special, so it was the Christmas tree. So it was funny, and I'm like, and I look at that, and I'm like, wow, like content has really changed. Now content has become more about reactions. Back in the day, it was more about like creativity and really just doing crazy shit on YouTube to get people's attention. Which
Yeah.
and that's what made YouTube like this huge thing, like prank videos. I don't see a lot of prank videos anymore, like I used to.
I hate prank videos, but yeah, true.
Anime and like video essays started like I think of 2013 2014 video essays and a whole bunch of other stuff, man.
Well, for me, it was Smosh videos, like classic older Smosh videos and sketches were hilarious.
Yeah. And
sorry, real quick. Kaiser said, "What about Getter?" I haven't heard about Getter. What is that one?
Getter is supposed to be like an alternate to Twitter, but then Elon Musk bought Twitter, so everybody's like back on, Yeah, there's Getter, supposed to be like Twitter. There's what was it? There's what was it called? Shoot, I forgot the name. Gap.
Oh, Gab's awful.
Yeah, and I go there, man. I don't even know what the heck to do.
Well, I mean, like there is like actual Nazis on Gab, and like and they're really anti-porn. They're like super like you can't even post like the big like 2D titties.
Oh no, that's not
really
good. They'd hate
yeah. The guy's like very no fap, like no, none of that. So like there's no fun allowed on Gab.
I mean, I can understand,
and it's filled with like it's filled with like some like. Just people like talking about like Jews and stuff.
Oh my God, really?
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's not like 4chan where like there's some people like doing that, but like some of them are more like LARPing. Like these guys like sound like dead serious.
Holy crap. Wow. That's I've never the first time I've heard of that. I mean, I had a Gap account.
Well,
and
I mean,
I left.
To be fair, this was like 5-6 years ago, back when it was like new. So like maybe it's changed. I don't think.
So literal fun Nazis, basically Kaiser,
and this is why, and again, this is why people, the crazy people keep winning, because they know how to like at least man, I lost my train of thought. I was gonna say they know how to have fun, but they're kind of ruining fun at the same time.
Rico says,
don't know how to have fun.
Good old days, Piano Cat, Chocolate Rain, Double. Oh, Chocolate Rain! I remember Chocolate Rain. Chocolate Rain.
Chocolate Rain.
Double Rainbow and Classic PewDiePie. Chocolate Rain was like if I remember correctly, it's a black kid who was on the piano and he would sing a song literally called Chocolate Rain. It's hilarious.
It was that was a very viral video.
Very viral video for a while. Look it up when we were done. It's
got a South Park cameo.
Yeah, he did. And he also did he was almost cast as the voice of Scar in the live action Lion King, but it didn't work out. But anyway, it's a hilarious video. Classic stuff. Classic.
By the way, you guys want to keep watching It's a Gundam?
You could do that, or you can go to
I kind of want to go. I want to go to the topics.
Okay,
we kind of like we got a
little off track.
Tangent.
So I want to go back to talking about Mario, because Mario has been killing it. Wait, hold on.
This article's that number's out of date. It's past. It's at 8 now.
Nice.
Oh, really? I mean, this article is from April 18, but right now it's April 22 at the time of this live stream. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna reach $1 billion like within the next month.
Most definitely. It's practically there. In fact, I'll look up the current box office things right now.
Yeah, I mean, this like I knew it. Like when I saw the trailer for the Super Mario movie, I said it's $1 billion movie.
It's
Easily $1 billion.
eight 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 hundred 866 million.
800. Holy crap, man!
Yeah, it's like
I
it's
knew it.
there.
I knew it, man. And then the people at Disney's probably like, oh my god, like all these people go to Mario, but they don't come to see our movies. Yeah, I wonder why.
Cause Disney sucks balls, man.
Yeah.
Sucks cojones.
Yeah,
But it's like you
was a
watch
fun-
Mario.
I mean,
You watch-
it's a fun film. It's a character everyone knows and loves or recognizes. And like Disney, like what do they have? They have Elemental. Like, I saw the trailer for that. It looks horrible.
It's terrible.
looks
And
all
by
right.
the way,
It looks all right.
real quick, shout out to TN Ryder, because not only is he one of my first subscribers to my channel. Thank you so much for supporting me. But he's also one of the winners to the people who won the gift card I was giving out long ago. Thank you for being here, TN Ryder. And all your base are belong to us. That is classic. You are right, TN Ryder. But yes, Mario is looking phenomenal. I haven't seen it yet. I'm gonna see it tomorrow.
You haven't seen it?
I know. You're right. I should see it by now, but I'm seeing it tomorrow. It looks freaking awesome.
Yeah, man. I watched it twice already. That's how good it is. That's 2 tickets.
I might be
Twice?
seeing it again.
Yeah, I watched it twice.
I might be seeing it again. It depends.
Yeah. Hold on a
Hey,
second. So
the Bowser
Otaku the
song
Great.
is doing like charts too.
Oh, it says
yeah, peaches.
Yeah, I heard it's doing
wait, hold
really
on a
well.
second, guys. So Taco the Great says, me, Andy Matrix, Mega Man Battle Network collection is sold out in Japan. Power on nostalgia, baby. Yeah.
article
Oh,
too.
cool.
Yeah, I saw that article from News
Yeah.
Gamer today. Battle Network, Mega Man is doing crazy numbers despite the controversy we spoke about. Me and him and Eddie spoke about it in our channels individually.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good game. It's to be expected.
Sure they're all great games, and it is preferable. We were talking about this. It's preferable to censorship. The way they worded it was dumb. It's not a deal killer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and again, Mario was just dumb fun, and Disney just probably jealous.
Oh yeah,
and also, we're gonna
they
talk
so
about
salty.
Disney in a
They
little
are. They are salty.
Yeah, and also another
Absolutely.
thing is, but like Nintendo knows what they're doing, because they were planning Nintendo World since 2017, I think, because I remember Alpha Omega Sin was talking about it right back in 2017.
Well, this deal with Universal has probably been in the works for a while.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and they say, hey, let's make a Super Mario movie so that we can promote Nintendo World, and then if it's successful, we'll go and make another movie. Because guess what? And I keep talking about the Nintendo Cinematic Universe, because we got a Pokemon movie, we got a Mario movie, we got a Sonic movie. I mean, Sonic is Sega, right? It's part of Nintendo,
Yeah.
isn't it?
But it's also part of Smash Brothers too, so it works
Okay,
out.
yeah. So
Yeah, they would have to loan. I don't think we'll have movie Sonic in that. Movie Sonic's got its own but yeah, I do think people in the Midnight's Edge circles, Valiant Renegade, they're calling it the NCU.
Oh God! You know what? As much as I like the idea of our favorite characters clashing together in a one awesome movie and all that, but the whole CU thing is getting kind of played out. You don't think
cinematic
so?
universe is
the
yeah.
Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, we get it. DC's doing it. Marvel doing it. Marvel's been doing it for over a decade now. DC's trying to rip off a Marvel. I don't know.
My favorite's the MonsterVerse.
Oh, with Godzilla and stuff like that.
Yeah. They announced the new movie's coming out in 2024.
I saw that. That looks freaking awesome. I actually want to see that.
Yeah, I love.
But here's the thing, man. Cinematic universes work. It's just you gotta do it right. I think DC, when DC made their cinematic universe, it kind of sucked.
Oh yeah, it's inconsistent as hell. They had no real vision.
No
and
direction.
then when things didn't work out, they switched directions, and then they tried to copy Marvel, and that didn't work.
Yep. Agreed. DC jacked jet that up royally. And I had hope for DC too. I was like, I prefer DC over Marvel because DC is more like, I feel like it's darker compared to Marvel, in my opinion. But they
you know
didn't
what
do
was
it too
really
well.
stupid? Saying Henry Cavill was coming back and then like not using him.
You know what, man? I think that was The Rock's fault, man. The Rock ruined that entire ordeal. Like, I totally agree. Bringing back Henry Cavill just to get rid of him definitely did not do
Which
DC
movie?
any favors whatsoever.
Which movie?
Black Adam.
Black
It started
Adam.
with that Black Adam. Like days after Black Adam, they said like Henry Cavill like said like, oh, I'm gonna be Superman again.
Yeah, The Rock brought him back for a cameo in the movie because The Rock basically wants to be the main antagonist to Superman, but The Rock and his ego doesn't realize like, hey, bro, you are the antagonist to Shazam, not really Superman. So I think The Rock and his ego played a role in the downfall of that particular project.
Oh yeah.
I liked the movie. It was a fun movie, and I was hoping it was going to be a new direction for DC going forward because, like, you know, I've been waiting for the MCU killer for a long time. But honestly, like Mario and like between Mario and Sonic, I feel like, you know, like video games are the killer, and they're going to like
I
going
agree.
to kill the MCU, and you know,
you know what else?
I agree. I totally agree.
You know what else?
Yeah.
Not only video game movies, but it's like, I mean, call me an Asia boo. I wasn't calling Asia boo, but
yeah.
Asian entertainment in general is killing because Nintendo, Asian company, anime, manga, Asian, Korean dramas, Asian. The only thing I would say the reason why America has been the dominant of in entertainment so long is because we've built a really amazing movie industry. And we you know, like I think the Hollywood is, I think it's worth like over a trillion. It's worth a lot. It's worth like in the trillions. But we got so much money that we can just dump hundreds of millions into one project and we don't care if we lose it. But I think that's gonna start switching, and I think Hollywood's just gonna start adapting more Asian stuff. You know, like not only just anime adaptations, but also like Korean stuff, Chinese.
I can see that being like, I think we could get some good things out of that, but I also think like, you know, if you like, you know, just buy properties and then sanitize them, that's not going to work out. Like you need to get people that love the material on these projects.
I agree.
Oh yeah, of course.
I agree. It's the same thing they did with Cowboy Bebop, same thing they did with Death Note. They have people who come and grab Japanese properties like Death Note and Cowboy Bebop, and then reiterate them and reimagine these projects to a westernized version, and therefore ruining, you know, an already popular and successful franchise like Death Note and Cowboy Bebop. You know, America needs to stop doing that. You know,
yeah. Oh man, you know, with this video game, it's too bad that the Halo show like happened, like because now like Halo can't get like the awesome like reboot it deserves.
They would have to reboot the entire show because I saw the few episodes of Halo, and first of all, him being out of his armor tripped me out.
Oh, that's not even the worst. It gets episode 6, like where he has sex, and Cortana watches.
Okay,
it's weird. Like you play Halo for years, right? And you're so deep into the lore, not even getting involved in like the comics or whatever. But then the show comes out and they butcher it, and people get mad at you for being mad at the show. It's like, bro, this is not the story. This is not Master Chief. This is some next bullshit. Okay, I'm sorry. This is not the Halo I know and love. You guys took it in an already successful property, and then you butchered it beyond recognition and said, this is your Halo, guys. Enjoy. No, this is not Halo. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, by the way, I
don't get it.
Go ahead.
So go ahead.
I wanted to move, because since we were talking about Disney a little bit, I wanted to move over to this.
Yeah. Attention for Townies, Turning Red manga spinoff. to focus on fictional boy band. What is this?
Yeah, so you guys
Yeah.
remember Turning Red, that big flop, right?
Yeah.
The big flop
Yeah,
with
so
Disney.
like part of the movie is she wants to go see this 90s, this 2000s boy band. They're supposed to be like an NSYNC Backstreet Boys type of a thing, you know,
Yeah.
that girls like, you know, get all cooey over.
Oh, I don't know about this. Yeah, I'll let you
Yeah.
guys take this one. I don't know.
Yeah, so you guys, Turning Red last year, basically, it was a big flop. It was a Disney Pixar flop. Horrible movie. It failed. Nobody liked it. But they decided, hey, we know it failed, but let's go ahead and keep on promoting it and making spin-offs off of it because people like that.
You know how it is in the West. They fail upwards. If you fail, just keep on giving you more shit to fail with.
And also like, you know, why a manga? Like, why not like just do a cheap IDW comic about it?
Good point.
Yeah, like why a manga?
Yeah, why
because nobody's buying comic books. They know nobody's buying comic books.
Yeah, but they had Star Wars Visions, and they have like a bunch of cool like characters and alternate Star Wars universes that they could play with. Like, like La Pinochu. Like I showed you that GIF. Like that one was my favorite of the Star Wars Visions. Like I literally have that character on my Twitter banner.
Oh.
Like, yeah, no, like that was great. It felt more Star Wars than anything the sequel trilogy has done. I mean, you have an adoptive alien sister and the human sister who's like an Empire sympathizer. And it's just so well executed. And it was made by Japanese people. Like Japanese animated studio.
Star Wars Visions?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
I didn't watch it.
Season 1 was like all anime studios. They got Studio Trigger on it. Studio Trigger did one, and like, in the Studio Trigger one is absolutely ridiculous because you have like these twin Sith siblings like slicing Star Destroyers in half with lightsabers. Like with giant lightsabers. Like Studio Trigger's nuts.
Yeah, man. But I wonder how come they're not making a Turning Red manga? They're making a Turning Red manga about some boy band.
Yeah, there were a boy band that was in the movie. They were kind of important to the plot because that's where they wanted to go.
Oh man. But I guess this is just, to make the long story short.
Yeah, but like I said, like, they would make more money if they continued some of the stories from Star Wars Visions.
Well, they're supposed to make a baby. What's it? Studio Ghibli is gonna make a baby Grogu. I think short film or like little short series, something like that.
Yeah, I think that was a rumor, but I think if that was happening, it would have gotten announced at Celebration, and more people would have talked about it.
I mean, I think it was Deadline was talking. No, yeah, Deadline was talking about a Hollywood Reporter, but I didn't see any more news after after that.
Yeah,
that was months ago. And I'm gonna leave the next one over to Dante. Take it away, buddy.
Wait, what? Oh, hold on. Wait.
Oh yeah, this is your story, man.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get something to drink. I'll be right back. Yeah, I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah, so this was quite interesting. So Resident Evil has been getting a lot of heat. Sorry, give me a second. Yeah, so it's like the weirdest thing ever. So you can't please these guys at all whatsoever. I had a video about this yesterday, and Kotaku is basically upset because Ashley isn't some ultra savage Tomb Raider badass female after being rescued. So their whole point of this whole article was basically to say, well, Leon is great and all, but like Ashley gets rescued by a man. But why isn't she doing more than just helping Leon survive? She helps Leon when he wants armor, or she helps Leon when it's like, bro, first of all,
She's the president's daughter. She has no combat experience.
Exactly, like I said yesterday. Like, she has zero combat, special weapons, and tactics training. Hence why Leon is there, who is well trained in weapons and tactics, right? Same as Ada Wong, though she wasn't sent there, but she's there either way.
Yeah, Ada's a spy.
Exactly, she's a spy. She's trained on evading and surviving. The whole point about Ashley is she's supposed to be this dumb brat who was kidnapped. That is it. The previous game, if anyone bothered to play it, basically emphasizes that. You rescue her, she sounds bratty, she sounds annoying, she sounds like you could slap her a few times because she won't stop talking. That's the point of Ashley. She's not some badass chick. She's not supposed to be Tomb Raider or
I'm back.
Welcome back. Or Alloy. She's supposed to be a regular woman, girl, whatever, right? Who happens to have a crush on the man who saves her, which, by the way, baffles me to this day, that people are mad that she likes Leon. Like, bro, it's very typical, even in Western media, to have the female who gets saved to fall in love or have a crush on a person who saves them. It's very popular in the West, and America just adopts that same mentality or same storytelling into their entertainment. So
Hey, can you fill me in on the story? I wasn't sure exactly what this was.
So basically, it's like Resident Evil. They're upset because Ashley Graham isn't some badass Tomb Raider, ultra Tomb Raider woman after she gets saved by Leon Kennedy. But the thing is, like, she's not meant to be this girl. She's meant to be a regular girl who so happened to get kidnapped by bioterrorists. That is it. And Kotaku is mad because she's just there to kind of like praise Leon for saving her, making sure that Leon gets more armor, like vests and stuff like that. They want her to be some strong, independent women who don't need no man. I was like, bro.
Isn't it, correct me if I'm wrong, Dante, but is it true they still kept the scene on the speeder? The end where she's like basically like when she comes on to Leon.
Yeah, she does. They do keep that. Yeah, I believe they do.
Nice, classic.
It's like, guys, what in the hell do you want? It's like, guys, she's supposed to be this regular woman. That is it. She's not supposed to be the next Ada Wong or Claire or Sheva or whatever. She is the president's freaking daughter. That is it.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, so if you want a Tomb Raider woman or Samus, Alloy, Benetta, Trish, Lady, go play those games and shut the hell up.
Yeah, it's like you have a universe that already has tons of combat trained women since the beginning with Jill Valentine.
Yes.
And so just saying like, oh, there's one female character who can't use a gun and needs a man to save her,
right?
And suddenly, Kotaku is just full of it's one bad take after one bad take, and
that's what it was too. I think they were just upset that a woman gets saved by a man, and they wanted her to kind of like carry her own while being saved by Leon. They wanted her to take up more of a defensive or offensive role after being saved, but like they forget she's not a pro. She's being thrown into a war against literal terrorists, who, by the way, are non-zombies. She's lost and confused.
It's an entire village, a cult taken over by this parasite, this mind-controlling parasite that mutates on the fly.
Exactly. And the fact that Kotaku, who are supposed to be gamers, had the nerve to say at the end of the paragraph that they need more strong women in video games. Like, bro, where have you been for the past decades? Like, the most iconic, well-known character in gaming history is a woman. What are we even talking about? Kotaku is completely freaking useless. And I wish, honestly, that they were destroyed before BuzzFeed. At this point, they're just both as bad.
Yeah,
I'm sick of them.
surprised. I'm
Polygon, The
surprised him,
Verge.
them. Yeah, and the gamer.
But guys, BuzzFeed is a tech company.
Oh yeah! Oh my god!
Oh,
You're
no.
a tech company. Oh my god! Right. They are a
Oh
tech
man, I
company.
couldn't give two shits for like the people. I mean, with just the garbage they promote. Yeah, like it's always sucks when like good people lose their jobs, but like they've used that platform just to besmirch and push agendas. Like they were nothing of value.
Literally, that they're just completely freaking useless.
All right. I'd like to move on to the next story. And first of all, hold on. Let me share my screen once again.
Yeah, we were watching you go on Twitter for a while. I was like, what is going on here?
Sorry, I forgot that I was screen sharing.
I was so confused.
Yeah, forgot that I was screen sharing. So I want to talk a little bit about Japan. I've always talked about Japan. So it looks like Japan needs to recruit some Westerners because they're running out of people. For the 12th straight year, their population has dropped sharply. Right, I think last year they lost 500,000 people.
I volunteer as tribute.
My God.
I volunteer as tribute. Yes, I volunteer as tribute.
Well, I mean,
I don't mind. I don't mind paying child support. Seriously, I mean it.
Since I broke up with my girlfriend, if anyone wants help repopulating Japan, I'm
Just let me take just as long as it's in Tokyo or Kyoto, I'm good. Like, yeah, I will have a baby.
Tribute.
Have a baby in Tokyo or in Kyoto. Yeah, and we're good. Yeah. So for the 12th straight year, Japan's population has been dropping. The reason why I bring this up is because things over there are changing, right? And it's mainly because the workforce. And the Japanese, they're kind of like resorting to artificial intelligence. For obvious reasons, I think that artificial intelligence is a scary thing, but they kind of have to use it for certain things to get certain things done. Yeah, and I think did you guys? I made a separate video about how there's like the population of 20-year-olds in Japan is only like 1 to 2 million.
Yeah, I saw that. That is insane.
Honestly, I really have not looked into what the cause of the birth decline is in Japan. I know it's been happening for years. Like, they talk about it. They even reference it in anime.
They do, actually. They do.
They don't really like talk about it in anime a lot, but it's the same thing that's happening
I've seen
here.
It brought up like a couple of times. Like,
in the anime Romantic Killer on Netflix, they brought up Japanese population quite a bit in that show.
Yeah, Romantic Killer. I did see that was the one I was thinking of. Like, I saw the first episode.
Yeah, but oh shoot, I lost my train of thought. Damn, I was gonna say something, guys. What the heck?
But yeah, that show did bring up it doesn't happen as often because I think anime typically deviates and pushes away from politics. Oh, they bring it up in their own kind of way. But some anime do tend to bring up. I think even what's that show? Konosuba? I think
Konosubarashi.
I think that one brought up that one too. But it was like briefly brought it up in like the earlier episode. I remember that because I laughed at it too. So every so often an anime will bring up the low birth rate in Japan. One made a joke about how like it was like the FAP.
And so many people watching hentai.
Yeah, I was like, I mean, it's kind of true, I'm sure, but like,
in the chat, by the way, Genetic Kaiser says Japan's saving the entertainment industry, but at the same time killing themselves and probably us if we go over there. Good luck, everyone.
Yeah, I mean, have Evil Lair says what we need to examine is what happened 12 years ago that made it so different from years after. What happened?
Okay, I do want to hear your opinion, guys, like Dante and Dash. Like, why do you think the population in Japan is going down. I've done a lot of research because I'm a Japanese freak. I call myself the Japanator. Okay.
The Japanator.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow,
wow.
Andy.
I call myself the Japanator.
Okay, Andy, the Japanator. All right.
What a name.
Okay. I know.
Okay.
All right.
So, yeah, go ahead. So, what's your reason? Then I'll give you guys my reason because I've done a lot of research on this.
Okay. Oh, all right. All right. I'll go first. Okay. I think it's because one, I think Japan does tend to overwork themselves. Someone says Evangelion in a nutshell. By the way, top 5 anime ever, Evangelion, Kaiser. Anyway, yes, I think they do tend to overwork themselves. They're usually always doing something. I'd say maybe because of they have a lot of fiction, like anime and manga. They typically or gaming. They typically tend to isolate themselves more because they're always distracted by entertainment, so they don't feel the need to interact with people outside of their entertainment. That could be a thing. That's kind of where I've been so far. Between that and they overwork themselves, that's what I think. And I believe also a culture thing, because a lot of them, I think, like where I come from, Africa, they're big on you got to be married before you repopulate or have kids, and they don't want to do that stuff either to bring shame upon their family. I don't know if that was racist, but I think it is. But that's my thought. What do you guys think?
Go ahead, Dash.
Yeah, so I honestly don't know if it's a culture thing, if it is like an overabundance of erotica. Like, I'm not even sure, like, if there's been studies if that can have that. I mean, because, like, the United States is full of it too, and like, but our birth rate it's not as bad as Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so
Okay.
it's definitely, I honestly have no idea, but you'd think like the government would be trying like more things to get like more people, to marry and to have children.
Okay.
Okay. Now, are you done, Dash?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
I honestly have no clue.
Okay. No. Go. Okay.
I'm guessing
okay.
you have like a particular theory.
Okay. So check this out. Here goes the Japanator.
All right.
Okay, Andy.
Okay, so the reason, it's not just the cost of living, because, for example, like me, like me and my sister were living together to share and we the reason why we can afford to live is because we share the rent, and that helps us live
Cost
much
of living
easier.
is definitely one of the reasons that it affects the birth rate here.
Yeah, it affects the birth rate here in America because in you look at the generation. The Gen Z and millennials, they're like, you know what? I can barely take care of myself. How am I going to take care of kids, right?
Yeah.
So cost of
I
living
had
is
this
one
discussion with my college best friend. Like, like we had like, like he, it's because of the cost of living.
Yeah, and the same thing's happening in Japan. People are like, shit. I moved to Tokyo, could barely, barely have anything for myself. I don't think I want to have kids until I can, afford to live, right? And the average Japanese man, the average salary in America is what, 30,000? Maybe it's gone up a little bit now, but the average Japanese man makes around that much money or less than that, right? And then the problem is, right? So Japanese men are like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't have kids because I don't have enough money. And then Japanese women are like, I don't want to get married or have kids until I find a man that makes about $30,000 to $40,000. I mean, translate that to Japanese yen, obviously. But a man that makes $30,000 to $40,000 in Japan. So then that kind of shrinks the dating pool.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it shrinks the dating pool. So then, like,
Yeah. How do you even fix like a problem like that? Like, you got to lower the cost of living, but that's something we can barely even do.
Yeah, and that's the key, is to lower the cost of living. Another reason is also it's also like Dante was saying, that's a lot of distractions. But again, here in America, that's not really a problem. Like, people still have babies, but like when you go to Tokyo, there's so many things to do, so many hobbies. And I think like in Japan, like I think a lot of people tend to be more, I guess, more introverted. So I guess that's. I mean, according to what they say, this is my research. I'm not trying to make any assumptions. According to what they say, okay. Just want to be clear. Like I guess a lot of people tend to be introverted, so then they kind of like prefer to be on their own. There's the whole thing about hikikomoris over there, right? And then there's also that's one thing. So the cost of living, distractions, and the way people are over there, and also, the other one. What's the other one? It was shoot. I had it. Dang it. I can't think today. What the heck? You know what? Let's move on until I remember. Shit.
We have someone in the chat. Rico says, "I blame feminism." That could be it.
I have something to say about that.
I don't think feminism in Japan is as strong as it is here in the West.
It's not. No, it's not.
I think feminism in America has more backing. People love to support it because it's the popular thing to do, and they're actual believers of feminism. Whereas in Japan, I don't think it's like far in between. In Japan,
yeah. So in Japan, the reason why feminism, womanism is not popular, is because number one, the government doesn't have the money to support it, like in America. Number two, in the East, people are very balanced, right? Men and women actually get along, and when these feminists really actually come up, they don't tend to support these ideas because that those ideas tend to like outbalance the way of life.
Yeah, like men are considered the enemy in feminism. Like then in this like in what feminisms become their version of feminism. It's like men are the enemy. Men are like the root of all evil. Like it's like it's all about usurping like men and creating adversarial relationships with men, like
exactly.
encourage other people to hate men.
Yeah, and in Japan, that's a no. That's a no. Like you can't promote an idea that's like to hate one gender or the other. So they don't believe that. And also I've actually seen a lot of interviews and people that lived in Japan saying that Japanese women are actually naturally feminine, like at least East Asian women tend to be very feminine, and they want a relationship, but they just kind of, their expectations are just high, right? So so a lot of women over there actually they don't like the idea of feminism because they actually want a man, as opposed to in the West, people can think that they can live without a man, right? I don't want to turn this into like a fresh and fit conversation, but I'm just, I don't want to be like that podcast, but I'm just explaining like how they think over there, like Japanese women are still actually very feminine. They do want a man, but they just have like high expectations, right? As opposed to the West, people are just kind of like, they have expectations, but they also hate the opposite gender, it's just like, so that's basically it. And but the cost of living is one of the things that kind of like lowers the birth rate in a lot of places in every city. What do you think here in America? The birth rates are higher in like the more rural areas like Kansas, Arizona, those mid states, those middle states that tend to be more religious, right? They have a lot of babies but when you go to the cities like New York, California, the birth rate starts to go down.
Well, yeah, because the cost of living goes up.
It's crazy. Yeah.
I mean, like
living in New York or Jersey, Connecticut. Sheesh.
I live in Connecticut, man. I live in Connecticut. I tell you, man. Oh my God, it's expensive for no freaking reason in Connecticut.
Yeah, living in certain states in this country, you're gonna be paying a lot. You have to be making basically either making six figures or close to it to live moderately well in a lot of these bluer-ish states. I'm not saying to be political, but just the reality of the situation at hand.
The reality, you have
to make a lot of money.
No, I agree. You know what's funny? A lot of people are actually moving to other states such as Florida and Texas because the cost of living is cheaper. In those states, people tend to have more kids.
Well, I mean, the friend I was telling you about, my best friend, like, that's where he wanted to move to I think it was Austin. He wanted to move to Austin because the rent would be cheaper, and there's a lot of jobs there.
Oh, hell yeah, definitely. All right, so
we have something. Evil Lair in the chat says it's a minuscule thing in Asia. Andrew from Legal Mindset lives in Korea. Wanted to contact Raging Golden Eagle to correct his words about it. Okay, so I guess living in Korea is cheaper.
Well, their currency is like a lower value, I think.
Okay, didn't know that. It's interesting, and I've been talking to somebody else. Okay, interesting. Okay,
let me. Yeah, I mean, it's just if you take one of the reasons why a lot of guys are like leaving America and going to the Philippines and Thailand is because you take the American dollar and you exchange it for like the Filipino peso or Thai. You get more bang for your buck. Your dollar goes longer.
Oh yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
Another reason why I want to go back to Japan is because now the American dollar is like much stronger than the Japanese dollar, Japanese yen. So like it used to be for $1 you get 100 yen, but now for $1 you get 140 yen.
Okay, but real quick, Evil Lair did correct me. My apologies. He said I'm talking about feminism, which is very true. Also, yes, very true. Feminism is not the biggest thing in let's see where it says minuscule in Asia. Yeah, it is minuscule in Asia. I agree.
No,
yeah,
in Korea, no, you are not gonna get away with feminism in Korea. No way, man. No way. They will not allow it. I think they protested against that in South Korea. They don't mess around, man. And Korea tends to have more like feminist women than Japan, but like they no they do. It's true. I'm not joking. But like they don't get away with anything. They don't let you. Like you could be a feminist in Korea, but you're not gonna have any special treatment, bro.
Wait, Andy, I got something for you from Otaku the Great. Says since you're the Japanator, it says can you say come with me if you want your bloodline to live. and not come with the it's come with the U. Escaflowne. Yes, I've seen Escaflowne. Absolutely. Yes.
Man. Oh man. Okay, that one made me laugh. Come with me if you want to live.
He's checking your Japanator skills.
I mean, I did go to Japan, and I'll save that story for later. But yeah, I know a lot about Japan because I think I told you guys before when I was in high school here when I was living in Connecticut, like in high school, there was actually back then in the 2000s they actually had language options, right? They had language options, like you could take a language elective. I took Japanese because I was like, oh shit, well maybe I can understand some anime. But like that was the first time ever, right? And some of my friends signed up. We had a Japanese teacher, obviously from Japan, Miss Michiko, and that I learned 2 alphabets. I learned some kanji. I still remember it to this day. So that's why I can actually understand a lot of what the Japanese characters say. And I've actually, when I was in community college, I actually I went out on a date with a Japanese girl. That was the only Japanese girl in the whole school. And I got to go on a date. Granted, it didn't turn into anything because it didn't turn. But yeah, I have a lot of like experience with Japan and shit. A lot of
interesting.
So I kind of understand Japanese women too. And go ahead.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know. Feminism in other countries doesn't really go far.
There's a reason for it.
I think it's just usually a Western thing where it's pushed, and in some instances it's forced upon other nations. So whereas like if you don't align with feminist tactics or ideologies, they typically or brand you as an enemy, or they go against you or if you were once an ally, they would now condemn you and you would be an enemy.
Yeah, that's what happened with Candace Owens.
Yeah,
She used to be a super feminist, and then like she's gone way around.
Oh yeah.
Oh really? Yeah, she did, wasn't she?
Yeah, she's far from being a feminist. And listen, I agree with equality and all of that, but the modern day feminist movement is extremely toxic,
Extremely.
and they refuse to admit that they are toxic. They find other ways to they find ways to make you seem like you're the crazy one, or they gaslight you into making you think you're the crazy person. But in all honesty, modern Western feminism is extremely toxic, and they'd have more allies if they were realistic and maybe more open-minded to conversation and in general, but they're not. So
yeah, I'm all for like treating like women with respect and being friendly to women, but like that's not what feminists want. Like feminism, they're just so obnoxious.
Yeah, they went from wanting to be equal to wanting to be superior, and that's the problem. And with that being said, it's never gonna work. It's never. You're always gonna find someone who is gonna go against you, and people who would want to be your ally would see how cringe you guys are, and they would go against you. That's just how it is, you know.
Yeah. One more thing that I want to add to that, Dante, is that there's like, for example, feminism works in the West because the government is actually supported by the government.
True.
Right? There's people that fund it. They give money to it like it was a freaking charity.
Yep.
Right. So it's popular in France, Germany, England, Canada, America, but it's not popular in South America or East or Asia. For example, China, they made it illegal. You cannot push any feminist ideas in China. It's illegal.
Bet. Shit,
It's illegal.
There's no feminism in Africa. Trust me, I know. I'm African. It doesn't exist there. It's like a lot of stuff that happens here in the West that the West tries to push onto the other nations.
It's a luxury.
Exactly. It's a luxury, and it doesn't exist. We have more important things to worry about, like surviving, military strength, power, trying to just be regular. We don't care about certain things. But because here in the West we have so much time on our hands, we're so free that people are like, well, I just want to fight for this thing. Like, bro, no one fucking cares.
Yeah, people do not know how good they have it. They really don't.
You know, like, America doesn't understand. Like I tell people all day, like I get there's people here who have it really bad, but in the grand scheme of things, most of Americans have it better than most people in the world. So when I hear people complain about this bullshit or feminism or other things they won't discuss, they won't demonetize the channel, it's like, bro, I don't care. Get the hell away from me. I legit don't care about this shit. I don't care. Go move. I don't give a shit.
Oh, man.
Get away from me.
That was great.
Yeah, man.
I respect you and do whatever you want. 30 miles away from where the fuck I am.
All right, so
yeah, I think we should move on.
I'm sorry. It just irks. I'm sorry. It just irks my nerves. Like,
no. Dante,
I got you.
Fantastic. Dante, that speech was. I loved everything about that. That was great, man.
Oh God, I'm just like, oh God, I'm just so fed up of the nonsense.
Yeah. No, I think we all are. We all are, man. We all are. But you're not the only one.
All right. So, what do we got next on the?
We got this story. This has to do with Harry Potter. Hold on a second. This was going around throughout the week, so I wanted to share it.
It's about the new show, right?
Yep. So, bounding into comics, J.K. Rowling brushes off activists, calls to boycott upcoming Harry Potter Max series. I've taken the precaution of laying in a large stock of champagne.
Yeah,
She's just like, listen, you can be mad
money.
all you want. I'm gonna sip my champagne in, and y'all can stay mad all you want. That is some boss. That's some boss stuff right there.
They literally can't do anything to her. Like she's got like one of the most popular franchises in the world.
She's a multi-millionaire.
It's true. It's true. Actually, I got a chart. Hold on, I got a chart here about like the most popular.
She's like a multi-millionaire. She doesn't care about none of this stuff. She's just.
But it's true because I mean, like next to like what's the most popular? It's like Dragon Ball,
Pokemon,
Hello Kitty, Pokemon.
Star Wars, Pokemon.
Yeah, it used to be Star Wars. Wait, what the hell happened? Hold on, sorry about that. Yeah, so in the sad part is that because of her books in the movie, she built the careers of Daniel Radcliffe and Emma Watson, and then they took a crap on her, man.
Yeah,
They literally like
very
took a crap on
ungrateful.
her.
Very
Like,
ungrateful.
how spoiled do you have to be? How ungrateful do you have to be to like look at J.K. Rowling and be like, "You're a bigot. We shouldn't promote you anymore. We should ban you."
Harry Potter
it's
made
like
their
it's one thing
careers.
Exactly. It's one thing if you say something that's actually really damning, but if you really think about it, is J.K. Rowling really the enemy? Is she really the bad guy here?
I don't even think what she said was that like bad.
Me neither. I listen. She said it. I was like,
But
oh,
and then I've
okay.
heard all these conspiracy theories that like she donates to like organizations and stuff, but they don't tell me like what kind of organizations like they're doing. Like it's like honestly, it's just I don't know.
The only charity she does, she actually has a charity for single mothers in England. So she actually has a charity.
That's cool.
But it's not, because she's freaking rich, right? But I don't think she's gonna be donating. She's not known for donating money to like anything else. She has her own charity already,
Right. But real quick before you continue, let's check out the chat real quick. Otaku the Great said heat got turned up there. Yes. Evil Lair says, nah, China's just trying to keep the destructive ideas they intentionally spread to try to dismantle other countries from spreading to themselves. And then says, Kaiser says, want to hear a funny thing, especially since you brought up Rowling. I read a comment about the creator Gundam of how he can make both feminist and a sexist comments. Hey, really? Wait. What did the creator say? What? I read a comment about the creator of Gundam of how he can make both feminist and a sexist comment. What is this comment? What did he say?
I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna look that up.
Yo, Kaiser, come back real quick. What happened?
With this, who said a thing?
Yeah, hey Kaiser, if you're still on the chat, like, can you like fill us in on that? Like, more details?
Send us a link. No, I need. Otaku the Great says, I miss Sir Alan Rickman. Yes, rest in peace to the great Rickman. I agree. His passing was very unexpected. I did not see that coming, but yes, rest in peace. But back to
Alan Rickman, what a talented guy. He was such a great actor.
Yeah, I did not see that coming. No lie. But hey, yo, Kaiser, come back real quick. He talked to you. What? I feel the need to Google this now while you guys are on this particular topic. Let's see. What?
The guy who created Gundam said some things or something.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna look that up.
You know me, I know almost nothing about Gundam lore.
Yeah, me neither. Elaborate his. Let's see.
I know it was on Toonami as Gundam Wing.
Yeah, also G Gundam as well.
Oh, G Gundam's my favorite.
I love G Gundam. Freaking great. Let's see. Elaborate Crystal Makoto. Makoto Shinkai's Weathering with You. That's not it. That's not it. Is it? Maybe it is it. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it on my own time. But I need to know. That was interesting. I gotta look into that, Kaiser. Thank you for bringing that up. Did not know that. But Andy, what do you got next for us? What do you got?
We're almost done actually. I don't really got anything else. Oh wait, Kaiser says I read an article I think from Anime News Network. Gundam's creator tends to make very blunt comments. Some things about supporting women and not others about how he thinks women like.
So I found it then. Okay. He's right. It is from a 2019 article. Gundam creator Yoshiyuki Tomino elaborates on his criticism
Can we see that real quick? Can we see that?
Share it. Let's see. All right, cool.
I've never heard this actually.
Okay, present.
You got me interested.
Share screen. Am I share? This one? Okay, let me share this one. I think it's this one.
All right. So Gundam creator Yoshiyuki Tomino elaborate on his criticism of Makoto Shinka's Weathering with You.
I think this is the one. I could be wrong. From generation's perspective, no, Tomino appeared to be remarking the lack of adult maturity and perspective of the focal relationship portrayed in Shinkai's films. He tread similar ground in interview. It's a long article, first of all. It's a lot. That's all I could find in regards, because this is the Gundam creator and this is from Anime News Network. It's from 2019 too. Yeah, this seems like it might be. I could be wrong, guys. Could be wrong. But it seems that this might most likely be the article he is referring to. Sorry. But either way, I will look it up on my time. Because that's quite interesting.
And to end the show, I'd like to make some recommendations. You guys any got recommendations? Games, anime, movies?
Oh well, I am currently playing Dead Island.
Oh, you got Dead Island too?
I got Dead Island too. I'm gonna try and fix up how I can stream my game so y'all can check it out. But other than that, as far as anime, I'm watching a whole ton of them. So
Do you guys any of you have High Dive? You guys have
I just resubscribed, but it's not on the Sony and it's not on my Samsung TV, so I gotta bring my Xbox One from my parents' house.
So I have High Dive. I watched Summertime Rendering, and I'm about to watch this other one that's been trending. Oishi, no something, I forgot what it's called, but it's very popular. Oishi, no.
I need to watch
Oishi no Oko.
I need to watch Made in Abyss season 2, and I need to watch Eminence of Shadow, which you said was really good.
Eminence of Shadow is freaking. It get me wrong. It's a little annoying sometimes, but as a whole, it's worth the freaking watch. I recommend Eminence of Shadow.
Of course, High Dive has a lot of spicy stuff.
They do have more spice. I'll give them that. So if you have time, Eminence of Shadow, 24 episodes, worth the watch. Recommend. Let me see. How to Not Summon the Demon Lord is a really good show you guys can watch. And
Space Adventure Cobra is on Pluto TV, and it's also free on YouTube. It's a really cool
Space Adventure?
80s, space anime, like with a bunch of hot girls in space bikinis and a guy with a gun.
And if you want fan service, check out More Than a Married Couple But Not Lovers. That show is great. Or you could watch My Girlfriend is a Gal, something like that. But those two I highly recommend. More Than a Married Couple But Not Lovers is a great show. Eminence and Shadow, My Girlfriend's a Gal, and Summertime Rendering. Watch those shows. Great shows. The best show from last season was Danmachi. Never heard of that, but I'll check that out as well. We have chat says Tomino's a funny guy. His Gundam is a different beast, very blunt with his characters. Heck, Char something of OG Gundam tried crash an asteroid into the Earth over Maine. Amuro killing his mommy wife. Xenoblade 3's DLC brings back previous protags. I heard about that, Otaku. I think I saw that with Otaku Daikun, brought that up on his channel. But yeah, that's very true. Good point.
Yeah, I have Xeno 3, but I'll probably not get the DLC because I haven't beaten the other two games.
You gotta get on that, man.
Yeah,
I mean, I tried to. I didn't like the combat system.
Oh, okay.
So what else you got, the Mega Man Battle Network Collection. I'm gonna get it today. Probably play it tonight.
That does look like fun.
Yeah, and but you know how there's all these live actions. Like they just announced the Lilo and Stitch live action, Moana live action. I've just decided to go back and watch the originals. Like today, I just watched Lilo and Stitch again.
Oh, that's great.
And I look back at Disney, man, even in the 2000s, like, yo, they actually have some really good family shit. Like now they don't
Yeah,
Like
Bob
I
Iger
finished
took over
watching.
as CEO in 2008, and
Yeah.
the rot, it just got progressively worse.
I mean, I watched Lilo and Stitch, and I look at modern Disney. I'm like,
I
dude, how the
love
hell?
Lilo and Stitch. I used to watch the animated series on Disney Channel. Like, it had some really good, like, it was just a great cast of characters. Genesis Kaiser says, "Nice, keep going."
Yeah, like how the heck? How did they ended up here, man? Like what? Like even today, like I'm just, dude, what the heck happened?
Well,
I know what happens, but still, like I'm still asking.
yeah, yeah, like,
You ever felt that way? Like why they did it, but you're still like, dude,
well,
why?
You're like in denial. Like, why is this still going on?
well,
what is even going on today?
Well, I mean, like, want to know what's got me is that, like, all the people that are now just realizing that Disney, like, I saw this stuff back in 2015. I saw Disney was changing in 2015, and like, some people were just so slow to see it.
Yeah,
and it's only gonna get worse, unfortunately. I don't know. Like
they're not backing down either. They're not.
And I hate to say it, guys, before we sign up for the night, but I honestly feel like it's only going to get worse for a lot of Western entertainment because of the people who are running the show. They just don't know what the hell they're doing anymore.
That's why I said. I think in the Asian entertainment is the future, because I mean, take a look at the Mario movie. Like recently there was talks about what the original script for Mario and how Princess Peach was supposed to be more WOKE.
Yeah, I heard
right?
that.
And Nintendo.
I don't know how true that story is, but like
I believe it. You know why I believe it? Because it's been happening so much. Like,
yeah,
it's just we almost don't need no evidence. And apparently Nintendo put their foot down and said, "No, stop. This is about Mario. You're gonna change that." I like that. We need more of that.
Mm-hmm.
We need more of that.
Otherwise,
totally agree. So I really do think Asian entertainment is the future.
Yeah, J dramas, K dramas, and anime, manga.
Yeah, but I do
manhwas are just the future.
I do seriously think that like there are some Western companies that are starting to see that woke is toxic and that they are pivoting. I think that's why we got like the Sonic movies were good and wholesome. It's because and Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, which Andy, you still need to see that movie.
I watched the first one. I gotta watch it.
The second one's way better. Watch it.
Oh yeah, I heard, man. Gotta keep up.
Amazon's live action Fallout show has come. Yeah, I heard about that too. You know what? I am just sick and tired of live action at this point because America has proven time and time again, not all the time, but they have a track record of failing with the live action shows, and they don't stop because America knows there is money in creating live action shows from anime and manga, and they know they're gonna get views from fans.
There's a reason for that, It's actually so there's a reason for that because not everybody's going to watch anime and manga, but like the older people, they'll definitely go and watch a live action movie that never watched the anime or read the manga. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
there's an animation bias in Westerners. Like they just see cartoons as things for children.
Exactly.
It's just like how Taika, whatever his name was, is trying to create a live action Akira. And it's like, bro, leave
he is the worst person to get for a project like that. Keep him away from Akira.
That show, that anime, movie, or comic, or manga, whatever, has such a very serious tone to it. And if he gets his hands on that property, he's gonna turn it into freaking Dr. Seuss or some bullshit. Like, bro, leave it alone.
No kidding.
But yeah, man, there's definitely an animation bias. I mean, we saw with what's his name, Bob Chapek, what he said about parents don't watch cartoons with their kids anymore or whatever. Like that's just bogus. That's just man. They don't really understand their own business.
But a good idea is Rurouni Kenshin live action. Those are pretty good. I'll give you that. That's good.
Yeah, the Rurouni Kenshin live actions, that's actually good.
Yeah, I
that
agree.
one's out of all the live
Fullmetal
actions.
The first Full Metal Alchemist live action sucked. I don't know how the other two did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not like it. I didn't like how it looked.
Me neither.
Yeah, the Bleach live action, maybe it's because I'm not a Bleach fan, but the Bleach live action was decent.
Yeah, the first two, the original Death Note live action trilogy was good.
Yeah, the Japanese one. The Japanese
one was pretty good.
the Japanese one. Gotta clarify.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, the American version was.
I like how it has a different ending than the manga and anime. No spoilers.
No spoilers.
Yeah, but if you want to see a twist.
All right, so I think that is it for now, guys. Any last words?
Yeah, same as always, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in as always, and make sure you guys subscribe to our channels.
Subscribe to all of our channels.
I appreciate you guys' support and building what we got going on. We got to keep this going, right? So make sure you guys subscribe and support all of us.
All right, guys. So subscribe to Dante's Rant Room, subscribe to Dash Attack, subscribe to your boy Andy Matrix, and thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. We had a lot of fun, and we'll be back next Saturday. So until then, good night, guys, and Godspeed, baby. Good night.
Later.